There's so much loyalty that holds our contractions and our obligations together. I remember at one point I had this shift in awareness of a loved one that I had been seeing him in the same way that I would look at a paper doll as a child. The sense of an object, this kind of objectification that is so far off from his true lived reality. His true, unpinnable, fluid, dynamic, miraculous being. And its connection to me, its non-distinction, its non-separation. That comes to mind when I'm talking about obligation, roles, identity, loyalty. We have so much loyalty. It's really sweet. It's really this flip side of misunderstood love. I mean, it is love. Even in the misunderstanding, it can't not be. It's all made of the same stuff. So the loyalty is understandable, innocent. And it becomes hardened. Like any kind of identity or movement of separation. That loyalty becomes seemingly fixed and solid and me, the loyal one, the one that has to belong in a certain way. Belonging is a sticky subject that I will come back to in a moment. But this theme that keeps coming up in this interesting moment of being a human being that I'm seeing, that I'm working with in the people that seek out my offerings. In my own life, in this pressurized sense of loyalty that pervades everything right now, and not even just from family of origin or one's community or social circle, but this loyalty of being a right kind of human in this moment. And it's clarified. It might not be obvious how much it's sneaking in, but it's clarified when we realize our relationship to contacting presence. Right now. It's the sweet, comical kindergarten reality of right now, right now. The car is driving, the sound moving, the breath, heartbeat, emptiness. The contact of just this. When it's at the center. It's so simple. So threateningly simple. That it feels like a betrayal. Can you feel that? Maybe not. Maybe there's a welcome ease. Or a disconnection and doubt or confusion. Or maybe, yeah, the sense of, okay, I hear that there's a pointing to just this. But let's get to the point. Or let's not waste our time. Where's the actual meat of all this? Where is this leading me to? Where's the higher ground that I can get to so that I can pull myself out of the slog of this life and be okay? Or so that I can save my family, or so I can save society, or so I can save the earth, or I can save my reputation from being the one that has given up or been complicit in all of the suffering. Yeah, because it really is a betrayal. It's not just in your head, it's not just in your nervous system sense of protect, protect, protect. You are being asked to be loyal. You are being asked constantly. Who are you? What side are you on? How old are you? How awake are you? How asleep are you? Are you good enough? Are you taking care of your mom? Are you making sure that your children don't suffer? Are you checking your privilege? Are you punishing those who deserve punishment? Are you who are you? Like, do something. Be somebody. Find somebody to be and be loyal. Serve them, serve us, serve and make yourself worthy of being alive. Or whatever flavor and whatever story it's saying. Whosever voice it is, whatever. Identity they are pointing to, they're asking you to be loyal to it. And wow, if you're not, it will be a betrayal. More so for you than for them, but it will be for them. They will notice. They'll notice how it frightens them, most likely, or how it ripples out differently or makes waves rather than being in a comfort zone that seems predictable and seems solid, pulls the rug out of. My God. This person isn't who I thought they were. Who does that make me? Or this person is abandoning me. That's a common projection. This person isn't reinforcing my identity, so I'm alone, unworthy, whatever. There's countless ways this will ripple out. And countless opportunities for growth and infinitely impossible threads that you can't track, that you can't know. There's so many variables, there's so many fluctuating movements of life that are out of our control. And if you try to understand every little thread or every little consequence of not being loyal to some identity that's keeping you at a distance from this moment, that's keeping you serving some mental construct or some projected belief into the future or fear of the past, it will make waves, it will be a betrayal, it will rupture loyalty to something, and it will also eliminate loyalty to something else, something beyond a subject and an object of devotion, but life's inherent devotion to itself, life's inherent loyalty that could never be separate from this moment. So even if there's never a realization of it, you're already loyal. It's already here, this moment, right now. The birds, the tree, the ache in the heart, feet on the floor. Infinite space for everything right here, that direct contact, not needing to manage it. Compassion of it. It's here. It's right here. The mind's impulse to get somewhere else. The mind reflecting on all of these mirrors that are not actually here, and then the actual here-ness of sweet smell of a candle or fresh cut grass or dirty laundry. It can be common to feel this me right here, constantly trying to shame itself for being alive, apologize for surviving. I'm not enough. Too much. I need to do something. You're allowed to just be. And what feels irresponsible about that, look at that right here. Is it as solid as it thinks it is? Is it as certain as it thinks it is? Feel it in the body. Contraction, shame, tightness, hardness. Because even if you feel it and it doesn't change, you're still relating to it, to its ebbs and flows, to its innocence and its troublemaking, and it's not defining you anymore. It's okay for it to be here. And it's okay for parts of it to be true in some way. That, yeah, there's a loyalty, a certain kind of clean loyalty that here, right now, there's a movement towards alive, caring for the bird that's looking for water because it's hot out. Here and now, the heart is open and there's an email, and the connection to this mystery is leading to some action or to a phone call, or that's happening right now, that doesn't happen out of an abandonment of the present, or that the presence enoughness of just being and the humility of just being, that We are called to life. We're not in control of it. With enough space for it, we will hear where we are called, and there will be a humility in that. It's not passive. It's so far from passive. So far from a betrayal. So when that feeling comes up, and the solidity of it, the convincingness of it, just that there's something being asked to attend to contact right now, and it's not actually what that convincing voice is asking for. There might be some grief underneath of it, or some guilt, or some joy, and some guilt and feeling joy in just this moment when the whole world is suffering. You don't have to apologize for surviving, for being alive in a world where people die and suffering happens. That there's no one to take ownership over that doesn't mean that we're passive. It doesn't mean that we go unconscious. The misunderstanding is of how suffering comes about. And that it's enacted through a bad one. Rather than forgetting of our oneness. That it's needed for one to become another solid, better one. Rather than a remembering of our oneness. And of our individuality, like this here right now in the body and the heart and the nervous system will tell us what's most alive right now. For me. And beyond our capacity to understand, that will be what's most alive for the everybody.